Hi, and welcome back. It's another snowy day here in New York, and it's cold. Well, it's about 21 degrees, so if we think that yesterday was 8 degrees, 21 really is warm. And believe it or not, it generally has to warm up to snow, because when it's really cold, it doesn't snow. Let's see, it's only been a few days, but I'm trying to get back on a regular schedule, and I'd like Tuesday to be my schedule. So we'll see how long that lasts. I'm not very good with schedules. I had a pretty good few days though. I had actually 2 finishes yesterday, and I'm pretty happy with that. I worked on my Guardians of Notre Dame, and I managed to finish January. So this is what Guardians of Notre Dame looks like, and that's the January section. And I have it on my scroll frame because I've been stitching on it while I watch TV. And that's what mine looks like. You may notice a little silver in at the top of the gargoyle's head, and that, I'm not sure, I may change because I didn't use any black with it. And because I wanted it to look like light glinting in. And I have a few other ideas. So it's kind of technically finished, but maybe aesthetically not so much. We'll see. Anyway, so that was a finish yesterday. I worked on that. And let me just slide this into this old pillowcase because I'm keeping that just in an old pillowcase. It works. And I was very happy about finishing January yesterday. So that's one tick off in my journal. And I also, as long as we're talking about finishes, let me find where I put him. He's under here. I finished Rudolph. So that's Nora Corbett's Christmas Eve Couriers, and I started with Rudolph. I have the sleigh, and I have 8 more reindeer to stitch, and I may be stitching Rudolph over. I like the way he came out. He's really adorable, but he's very big. I did him 2 over 2, and this is, I don't know, it's either an 18 count Aida or it's an even weave of some sort. I'm not really sure. I hand-dyed it myself, and it's an opal fabric, and I picked out my own beads. These aren't the charted beads, and yeah, I really like the way he looks. I think he came out really good, and I love all the beads, and I love the night sky behind him, so I'm glad I dyed the fabric a little bit dark. And the beads all worked out well, and they were all beads from my stash, so that makes me even happier. So, 2 finishes, and one was a pretty good size. So, one Christmas all year long project finished. Now, right after my FlossTube video last week, I worked a little bit more on my In the Garden Shed by Irina Garmashova, because I wanted to get, you know, at least the 1,200 stitches in for Full Coverage Fanatics before I put it away. And I did. I did another 183 stitches, and it's still on a hoop. And that's what that looks like. And it really doesn't look much different than the last time I showed it. I just did some more of the blues here on this back side of the pot. This is going to be really nice. It's really huge though. I think I said the pattern has 63 pages, and I haven't even got 1 page finished. But I am hopeful. I'm enjoying working on it, so it's a whip that will stay out all year as I work through the Full Coverage Fanatics by the number cell, which is getting 1,200 stitches a month in on it. And I know some months I'm going to go over the 1,200. And I did this month, but not by much. And I may still pick it up again. You never know. And let's see. What else else did I work on? I didn't work on Jabbar again, but I do plan on working on him some more because I would like to finish him. The only other whip that I worked on in the last few days is my, and I love it, I think this is my favorite one, is my 8 Circles Dragons of Sumatra. And that's what that looks like. And this is also on my own hand-dyed fabric, and it's 18 count Aida, because to be honest, nice, soft, 18 count Aida is my stitching fabric of choice. That and 25 count Lugana. And last time I showed this, I was worried about having enough room over here for the border, but this is that far border, and now I'll be working down, so I know that this is big enough. I don't know if I can get it back far enough to really show it to you. Let's see. Here are the dragons. I did do some more of the beading that I've put on it. I haven't put any more sequins on, but I will because I'm liking it. And there's some of that, and I put a few beads in the flower. I still have to finish around this green motif and that bottom border at the top there. But I finished, that is the very top of the piece, and that's this far corner. So, I'm still liking it. I love working on this. I'm happy with the color I dyed the fabric. It stitches up really easily. A lot of fun. Let's see. I do have a few, hate to call them plans, because every time I use the word plan, God laughs at me. But I do have this all set up on a scroll frame, and that's my Cheshire Cat by Sheila Rayanne, and it's a mini, and I really like this piece too. I just wish I had chosen different fabric to do it on, because I'm still not liking this Easy Guide or Magic Guide. I can never remember which is which, but the one with the red squares here. This is 20 stitches per square, and I find it very hard. This is easier to get lost on than the other one. My garden shed is a 10 count square, and it's much easier because it stays with the chart, which makes it a lot easier. And my other thought to go into this month, because you'll remember, well, you may not if you're new to my channel, but thank you for subscribing if you're new. I hope that you enjoy it. In my big Halloween project bag, which I made myself, it's just 3 placemats from AC Moore that I sewed together, very easy. And then I have a hair tie sewn into the bottom seam, and then I have one of my handmade cloth jack-o'-lantern pins for the closure that the hair tie goes around. Well, I have lots of Halloween goodness in there, thanks to the 13 for Halloween big start that I did back in October last year. So I thought, this is a good opportunity to stitch on some pumpkin stuff for Halloween all year long on Stitch Mania for January. So the one that I was thinking about doing was this Knock Knock. And that's what that'll look like. It has mice, a pumpkin, a black cat, and a crow. And I really like it. And this is where I am right now. I haven't put any stitches on it since then to figure out which side is up. Excuse my needle. But you can see those are some of the mice down at the bottom, and then the pumpkin. And you can just make out the black cat's nose and the pumpkin lid. And then I have some of the crow's feet in. But he still has a fair ways to go. But I thought I would work on him. This is also a piece of Ada that I dyed myself. It's a little bit darker than the one that I'm doing Dragons of Sumatra on. It may just be another section of the same piece. But this is Dragons of Sumatra. And then this is Knock Knock. And my furnace just came back on. Sorry. I am stitching this in a single color thread. And I'm using Black Sea. And it's a Valdani cotton. It's color fast and it comes in 10 yard skein. I love this stuff. This is really nice. And Wally just joined me in the chair. He saw me shake a little. He just took a run and jump and came up behind me. Here, say hello. He's got to come up a little bit. There he is. Say hi. Say hi. Good boy. Yeah. My stitching buddy. Oh, there's the other one. I don't think I can get her up here though. She's a big dog, but she doesn't come up. I've got one paw up. Okay, she's not coming up. Okay, Willie, you get down. Yeah, you want to get down? He says no. Okay, sorry. Anyway, I like this Valdani floss, and I think I will get some more of it. Right now, that's the only skein of it I had, because I wanted to try it. And Knock Knock is out of the Halloween collection, and I think it's the 2016, and it's designed by Marie Drisk of Blackberry Lane Designs. Yep. Fun. Oh, it's... Yep. It's actually out of the Just Cross Stitch 2011. I have an electronic subscription to Just Cross Stitch, and with that I get access to the archives of some of the older issues, which is well worth it. So that's out of the 2011. And now I can't reach anything. Let's see. I'm also probably going to pull out, I think, this is like, if the days don't run out on me, I may also pull out my Oh Holy Night Nativity. Let me see if I can put Wally down, because I can't reach the table without hurting him. I might work on my Oh Holy Night. And that's the Christmas bag I made out of the same thing, 3 AC Moore dollar placemats. So I may pull out Oh Holy Night. This is the one that Kay's Cross Stitch, Kara is working on. Kara just put out a video. I haven't watched it yet. I usually watch them either early in the morning before I get out of bed or late at night before I go to sleep. And I have done a little bit more on this than I showed in my last video where I showed this. I started the sheep, but and this is also hand-dyed Ada that I dyed myself. And if you're thinking about trying to hand dye your own fabric, try it on Ada. I use Zygarde Ada, and I don't have any trouble. I don't know if I said, but that's a Stony Creek leaflet, and it's leaflet 114. Stony Creek has it, but I found it cheaper on 123 Stitch. So that's where I got that. Also, from an older edition of Just Cross Stitch, Oh no, this is a new one. This is the February 2018. I actually showed this, and I think I may have shown it, but I did print that ornament out as the cinnamon stick holder, and I may start that too. I'm not sure. I'm still deciding. On Stitch Mania, they do a new start every month for the year, and this is 2018, so this restart is on the 18th of every month, and I may start that. I hadn't thought of that, because I've been looking for a piece to start for the 18th that's not too big. Anyway, that was a lot. It wasn't long, it's been a few days, but that was a lot of stitching. I've really had a very good stitching week. And those are a few of the things I may do going forward. I'm looking forward to Knock Knock. So I also thought that I would, I had said that I like the ARC journal system because you can slide pages in. And I thought I would just show that what I really like about it, and I probably wasn't clear enough about that, but I took my 2017 journal and I actually added it to the pages of my 2018, and you can see the pages are a different size. Like this was that, composition notebook that didn't even have pages. So I punched those pages, and it's a shorter, smaller page, but it fits right in here with the full-size pages. It just doesn't need all the rings. So that way I don't have to redo my pages or anything, or print out anything else. I just put the additional pages right inside my new journal. And that's working out really well. Thought I would also show, because I did have the video where I showed all the beads that I own. I thought I would also show, this is a Dragon's Eye pendant that I made, and I made the beaded chain to go with it. I had this on, I took it off so I could show it better. There's the Dragon's Eye. Try not to get all the glare in it. That's the Dragon's Eye, and it hangs like that. And then this is the beaded pendant I made to go with him. And he has a lobster claw and ring. And the pendant sits right in the middle. And I do show how I make dragon's eyes on my craft channel, Kelly Bell. I enjoy making them. Kind of getting the urge to get back to doll making and jewelry making and polymer clay sculpting. Also, Jessie Marie, I don't think she watches my videos, but she was talking about doing a book club, a sibling book club with her brother. And I thought that was a really great idea because my daughters and I like to read. And so I asked them if they would like to do a book club with me. And right now it's just my oldest daughter and me. And I'm going to show you this on my Kindle Fire. But we're reading Ocean of Storms. And I have it in Audible. It's actually in my Kindle bookstore that I've added Audible to it. So if you have Kindle, there's that option of adding Audible, and some days you get it on a really good deal, and it's worth it. So a lot of times when I'm stitching, I'm listening to books, and this Ocean of Storms is by Christopher Maury and Jeremy K. Brown, and it's really good. It's about astronauts and an EMP going off on Earth and having to work with another country in order to get to the moon because they identify an object on the moon. And it's really a really good book. I'm enjoying it. If you like kind of adventure and action and a little bit of sci-fi and mystery, I think you would really like Ocean of Storms. So I am 65% through the book. I have to get back to it because I'm right at the exciting part. And I have a lot of books in my library. I really need to spend more time reading. I'm also reading The Extraditionist by Todd Murrer, and not recommending that book. I mean, it's about lawyers and drug dealers and extraditing people from, you know, like helping them turn state's evidence and get off lighter on their crimes and stuff. Not really my cup of tea, but that's the other book I'm reading. I probably will finish it. Maybe it gets better. I don't know. Right now there's a lot of stuff in it I really don't care for. But those are some of the things that I'm doing. And my stitching is going well. I hope your stitching is going well. I hope you're either warm or not too warm, wherever you are. I know Belinda, the Aussie stitcher, she says that it was 47 degrees Celsius at her house the other day. Be nice if we could find a happy medium, because at the time that it was 47 degrees Celsius there, it was minus 27.7777 here Celsius. A little bit icky. We could merge that, we'd have a happy middle. Anyway, I'm rambling. So until the next video, thank you for joining me. Thank you. I love your comments. Thumbs up. Please subscribe. I really enjoy sharing my work on YouTube, and I love seeing yours. So until the next time, be well, God bless, and happy stitching. Bye.